Hello everyone, the Keys by family and U.S. investors from the United States. This is Howard Lau, and I would like to share with you and basically want to ask you one of the question: why do you invest in real estate? And it's the number one rule, if you remember from long time ago, so they keep telling you don't break that rule. Is I'm sure you heard that long time, but it's about investing cash flow real estate. So don't break that rule. Whether if you invest in Toronto or Vancouver, if the real estate doesn't make sense, what they tell you, the Google will tell you that you build a basement suite, right? You base more income, you have you have more additional control for the asset when you have more cash flow coming in. But as you know, like market like Toronto, Vancouver, it's going to the point that it doesn't make sense anymore. The cash flow wouldn't work. All you have is appreciation, which you, as an experienced investor, if no one tell you, then is a gamble. So, and that's specifically reason why company like us and our company go to the U.S. market and invest in cash flow real estate from day one, positive. And the second reason is when we say that we want to invest in apartments is we actually specifically target one thing is about risk. When we look at apartments, you can, as compared to single families, you can have 1, 2, or even 10 tenant that is not paying rent. That you still positive cash flow, which as opposed to single family, if you have one tenant move out, that month you're done. You're negative for sure. So and last but not least, the reason why we go to the U.S. market is, when you look at, as Canadians, I'm Canadians. I am home and I'm proud Canadians from Calgary. The thing is, when you look at market like Toronto, Vancouver, the price had appreciated so much, as has been long term talk about that years ago. Sooner or later, the investment in those markets wouldn't make sense because all you have is a gamble, is appreciations. It go up, that's great. If it doesn't go up, you're gonna be stick with the asset for a long time. And last year's your market Toronto has go up a lot, and Vancouver has tremendously go up as well for the last several years. So it prompts the questions as real estate investors. It's great that you have appreciate a lot in your market, and maybe it's time to think about how to turn that big capital gain into something that would cash flow for you for years and through decades to come. And I'm not saying that investing in Vancouver and Toronto is not a great bet because they obviously do so good to you guys. But I'm thinking is you may have to think about what if that comes down. Obviously I'm talking about risk management and I'm also talking about cash flow management. If it doesn't cash flow for years before, maybe you're fine. But think about converting some of those assets and into something that will actually make cash flow for you days in and days out and months and months out. And that's what I want to share with investors like yourself who are open enough to hear me talk about U.S. investing, apartment investing. And I'm opening up to all you guys who want to learn about how to do it. And I do think some of the market is probably reaching to the point that's very high. And I'm not saying it won't go up. I'm saying the risk is very high. It's risk and return is always aligned. So if you have already do so well for the last few years in those markets, I strongly suggest that you think about what is a prospect keep going up or what's a prospect if it come down 20%, and converting those to cash flow revenue right now as you can do it, while some of the other market that I am specifically targeting has also appreciated but not appreciated that much. So I wish you all well. I want to reach out to you, and in fact in a couple of days I have my Wednesday update. I want to share with you how we find market, how we've connected to brokers and find deals and stay able to find those cash flow investment in the United States. So thank you for watching, and I wish you well, and looking forward to talk to you guys on Wednesday. And happy investing, and ciao.